Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kitchen Table Talk. As you can see, Beans is here. We haven't what have we been on? 1 month, 2 month hiatus. How
It's
long
been a
has it
while.
been? It's
It's
been a
been a
while.
while. It's been a
Summertime is
while.
hard. Summertime is hard because I usually travel the most in the summer. So it's been a while, but it's been too much mess.
Oh my goodness. We just have to talk about it.
We have to talk about it. And so we have all of the hot topics from the past few weeks. I kind of threw them all on one slide. We're going to get into it, but you know how we
Hmm.
start the show. You already know how we start the show. What you got over there, Beans?
Ooh, a nice Cabernet Sauvignon, keeping it light.
Oh, you doing a red too. You know I got
I'm
my
doing a nice red, even though I should be doing a white because it's hot as hell in Georgia this weekend. But you know what? I have a hankering for a red. What are you drinking?
I have my best friend, good old Stella Rosa in the
Stella.
I met him at
Stella.
the liquor store. He tried to get me to try this new wine. He
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Oh, it's flying off the shelves," and it was empty. So I bought a bottle. It tastes like sugar in a
Oh,
bottle.
oh, oh, no, not sugar in a bottle. No, have mercy. Mm-mm. Throw it away. Thank you for the thought, but throw it away.
I hate to
Okay.
throw a good bottle of wine away, but it's way
Me
too sweet
neither.
to drink. It's
But
way
we,
too
we we
sweet.
don't do sweet wines around here. We're adults with bills
I
to
like a
pay.
sweet, but I don't want sugar in a bottle. I
Yeah,
don't.
yes. We
That's too
can't
much.
do sugar in a bottle. No.
Right. So we got a lot of hot topics to cover. I think it's one of them. I forgot to even put the picture up there, but I ain't gonna forget to talk about it. But hey to everybody in the chat. Let's just jump into the one we saw first. A couple of weeks ago, we saw that huge brawl of Jocelyn fighting everybody again. At who was she really fighting? I for Amber. Amber? No, Big Legs. Um, and she got arrested for it. Well, how you think it's about time?
I think it's about time. I think she's been a bully. I think she's been a big burly bully all this time, and she hasn't been accountable. Listen, we're adults, all right? There has to get to a point where you understand conflict resolutions. How old is Jocelyn? I don't know how old she is, but I tell you, she's too damn old to keep laying hands on people. And I'm just, the only unfortunate thing about this situation is Jocelyn hasn't found the right one to really shift her wig. But I understand what all them hormones she got all up and through the system. She's got super strength, and that's probably not going to happen. But Jocelyn really needs to grow up, and I really hope they really find her accountable and they do impose some kind of sentencing on this woman. You can't keep putting your hands on people for what? For
Agreed.
what? Grow up.
She said she was clean because I listened to her interview on the Breakfast Club,
That
and
also she says, because that was looking like a coked out race to me. But I'm just
it,
saying,
it was very reminiscent of
Love and
what was
Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop
Yeah,
Atlanta.
the
It was very
reunion
reminiscent.
when her and Stevie went buck wild on everybody on this. It was giving cocaina. It was giving the cocaina. It was giving blow.
Look, Jocelyn has been rewarded for far too long for bad behavior,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know if she'll ever change, but I will be keeping my ear or eyes out on social media to see what the follow up of these charges will be.
Grow up, Jocelyn.
I really don't care about Nene, but I love Nene, but I don't care about this relationship. It's rumored that she ended her relationship with, I can't say his name, but her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend now. You care about that? This just happened to still be in the slides.
I really don't care. However, word on the street was they really aren't separated because I don't know if it was Funky Dineva or somebody I was watching was saying they saw them together recently. So I'm not
Mm,
sure if this is Nene just trying to keep her name in the blogs. I don't know if he's just trying to keep his name in the blogs, but I just don't care.
Me
Rest in peace,
neither.
Craig. Rest in
Let's see
peace.
what's next. Oh, Ready to Love. I
Ooh!
mean, I keep saying Ready to Love, child.
You have it on the
Basketball
brain.
Wives has a spinoff, and Megan James is joining the cast. Are you excited to see Megan back on TV?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to say I am excited. I liked her on Basketball Wives LA. I love that nasty piece of read that she gave Drea because Drea was really trying to be cute, and Megan really did get her all the way together. However, Basketball Wives has been on the decline. So I'm really hoping that she has a strong cast set up with her so that they can really bolster it. So I'm excited about seeing her. Basketball Wives, not so much. What do you think?
Who was her basketball husband?
Oh my gosh, she don't have one. Does she even have a basketball boyfriend?
I don't know. I'm sure she'll find somebody to say she slept with somebody. That's all you need is a good one night stand to get on the show.
A nice nasty piece of one night stand. Hello, Evelyn Lazada. How you doing, girl?
And you
That's
heard
all you
Evelyn
need.
is
How you
coming back.
doing? How you
They said
doing?
Evelyn is returning to LA.
I saw that. Like, how sad and pathetic. Well, when I saw that Malaysia left, like, there was nothing left for me once Malaysia left. Like, who am I going to tune in for? Jackie's ass? Brandy is irritating as hell. I kind of like Duffy. British is a scammer. We don't do scammers. Like, I don't know. Like, Shawnee, I know the coins is good and everything, but I really feel like at this point, basketball wise has really run its course.
I'm surprised the Lord hasn't
Not the
told
Lord.
me to
Not the
let this
Lord.
go. That it's not a good, it's not a good look to be the first lady exploiting these women, fighting and putting stumbling blocks in front of people with this show.
Well, I don't like with the whole Shawnee thing getting married to the pastor. I've watched Basketball Wives long enough to know that holier than thou really isn't Shawnee. Shawnee is the queen of the mess. So it doesn't surprise me that she's finding God, but she's still exploiting these young ladies and these young women for the mess. By the way, Andrew, thank you so much. I got the lippy from a Mac. Thank you.
I love a
It's a
good
plum.
match.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I love a nasty piece
Look,
of Mac. I love.
I ain't gonna say nothing about God because I love the Lord and I trust Him. I don't trust Connie O'Neill. And if she was anywhere leading my church, I have to go find a man.
Listen, I'm making a U-turn, child. I don't need nothing Shawnee is serving.
But I might give Megan a chance. I might watch Orlando, but I'm not watching Evelyn Lozada.
I'm not watching Evelyn. First of all, okay, I can say this as a 45-year-old woman. Whoop whoop, just a little baby birthday. Evelyn's too old for this bullshit. I'm sorry. She is. It's time to grow and do something different. Look at Tammy, like creating a whole acting career. Like
Well,
Evelyn, girl,
Tammy has talent.
girl.
Everybody don't have what Tammy has.
Girl, you ain't never lying though. You didn't say one lie. Not today.
Right. When all you got is a body and a bully personality, all you
Child.
can do is get up on reality TV. Tammy can go act and use her talents.
Right.
Everyone has to use what she has.
Pat the puss. That's what Evelyn got. She's patting the puss. She's
And
patting the
then she just
puss.
find a man on another show. I'd be worried about sitting down, keeping my man. But let me
Child.
move on. I just don't like Evelyn. But who's next? Sheree. We're gonna get into Sheree later. I don't really want to talk about Sheree. You want to talk about Sheree?
Listen, moving on if we have time, but I'm not trying to do Sheba bootleg right now, okay? Just not right now. I'm not in the mental.
Vivica, this was an old topic and I wanted to say something. Vivica, it's too many other big penises in the sea.
Plenty.
50 Cent is the most rude. It took you so long for him to quit disrespecting you on social media.
Publicly.
Man,
Publicly.
I would never, even if I craved the penis, I would never publicly give him the satisfaction of knowing I would want to be back with him. Girl, go buy you a toy, go pay for you one of these young men, be a sugar mama, whatever you got to do. But get 50 Cent up out of your system. It's been way too long. And you are so much better than that.
You know what's so sad about this? At one time, like Vivica was like one of the highest grossing black women on film. We talking about Kill Bill, Two Can Play That Game. She was that it girl. Girl, you have a crown. Why are you sitting here running behind 50 and being thirsty? Like, don't open yourself up. Like you said, even if I felt that way, that's not something I would ever vocalize. And B, why? The guy's obnoxious, and truth be told, he's really not a looker like that. Like, he's not handsome enough to be to be going through all of this. Vivica, fix your crown, girl. You's a queen. You're part of royalty. You are too royal for these shenanigans. These clown
I
like
don't even
shenanigans.
know if the penis big or not, but I'm just assuming
A
like
penis can never be that big. As long as we have some quality vibrators on the market, I could never have myself looking stupid over a damn 50 cents.
I agree.
I'm about $1. Who the fuck is 50 cents? Word to
I don't
Jay
want to
Z.
talk about that
Take
right
that, Vivica.
Girl, who is this? You recognize this person?
Oh my God. Why did you just make me sad? Like, I don't know if it's Lil Kim or Kabuki Theater. Like, what's white girls?
I don't
Why?
know. Let's not do Lil Kim like that. But you recognize Carisha without her wig. Carisha, you are drop dead gorgeous, but don't go outside without your wig no more. You needs a wig.
Wait, which one is her? With the on the right or the left? No, it
That's
has.
JP with the little hat moment. Carisha is over there, look like her wig fell off.
That's Carisha.
Mm-hmm.
That's the city girl.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, just keep the wig on. Like, let's not be avant-garde. No, not for nothing. Some women have the face that can complement
Some do.
short hair. Like Holly
Mhm.
Berry. Don't give me Holly Berry with long hair. Don't give me Nia Long with no hair. Because these are baddies with short hair. Unfortunately, Carisha, that is not you. Where did you get this intel from? Did you get it from Instagram? Oh my God.
Yeah,
No,
Instagram.
Carisha.
You know I be scrolling through Instagram.
Oh no, I don't like this look. Oh,
Let's get into the mess that's current. So the other day, I'm minding my business,
girl.
and I couldn't even scroll 2 scrolls without seeing Melody going off on Ariana Curry.
Gathered.
And
Gathered.
I'm not mad at Mel for gathering her, but I'm mad at her for giving her what she was looking for because that's what she wants is attention. But my question is, why is Ariane still poking at the ex-wife when Sheree is right there? Go ahead and bother Sheree for a little bit. That's supposed to be her man.
And that's such a valid point because Melody divorced this man 3 years ago. But it's obvious that Ariane has this irrational anger towards Melody that she won't let go. Sis, why are you so mad? She's no longer married to that man. You have a clear road to be with Martell, establish a happy family. Is it the fact that you know that no matter how much cum you guzzle, you will never be a Melody? Is it because you know or you see how Martel's trying to make Mel's life a living hell because simply he can no longer control this woman when ultimately he still wants to be with this woman? Where's the anger coming from, sis? Where's it coming from? And I will say this, Melody is a polarizing personality. And when I say polarizing, either you're a melometer and you love her or you don't like her. So she's polarizing in that way. But
Mm-hmm.
whether or not you like Mel, the human, the heart that beats inside of you, you should see. They've been messing with this lady for a minute.
A long
They've
time.
been they've been coming at this lady for a minute. And while Mel will go online and she will eat Martell up, for the most part, she hasn't said anything to Ariane. And now you hear that Ariane has a sex tape of you with your then husband that she's threatening to release. Listen, don't come at me with Mel, fix your crown. Mel, don't say anything. Mel, don't give her that attention. As a human being, there's only so much that you can take. And honestly, I don't know how Mel has been quiet for this long. I would have been pulled up on Ariane with five of my cousins and would have wore that ass out. She's been disrespectful for way too long towards Mel. And I'm glad Mel gathered her. Way long overdue.
Real quick, kind of off subject. I don't want to go too far off. But I
Let's
don't
do it, girl.
understand why people don't like Mel.
I don't. I don't. And you know what? To me, the only thing that I would 'cause in the beginning, I didn't like Mel. I thought she was a
Really?
little bit, yeah, I thought she was a little bit bougie. I thought she was a little bit, condescending. I thought she kind of looked down on the other girls. It's not until I kept watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, I saw how she navigated this whole thing with Martell. I see how she's an entrepreneur, a businesswoman. She's the one that got the business license. The businesses aren't Martell's. Those are her businesses. She divorced this man. She is thriving. Mel gives boss energy. cheap. And I grew to love that because of her. I respect that because of her. And even the fact that even though she waited a little bit too long, but she got to a point where she's like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like I'm not playing this game anymore. Ariane, you want him? You can have him.
Girl,
Guzzle
you done had
away.
years to have him. He's
Guzzle
all
away.
with Sheree. You need to be worried about what he got going on with her. Now we know Sheree and Martell is fake, but I'm just saying.
You think Sherelle and Martell got a couple of pumps in? They must have had to get it in at least once or twice. You don't think so? Because it's not giving any chemistry between Martell and Sheree. I don't.
Zero chemistry.
Nothing.
Zero sexual energy. It doesn't look like they've been kissed on the lips.
You saw how
holding hands.
You saw how we were salivating over the chef that was cooking them a meal. You know, his eyes popped out of his head when he thought Sheree was proposing a threesome with the damn chef instead of hooking them up with a nice meal. Like, no, Sheree, no. But I don't think they're together anymore. You don't see them hanging out.
It was there, but
yeah. It was a scheme set up by Carlos King.
A scheme set up by Carlos to keep Sheree a check and Martell a check.
Right, exactly. And guess what? Even with this storyline, Sheree's still not interesting. Not in the least.
Oh, at all. We're going to get into whatever they show is, Atlanta, in a minute. Okay, so Melody, I felt like in the beginning when I first saw, because I don't know what Ariane does on the internet. So I didn't know what Melody was responding to. But I just felt like, Mel, you giving her the attention she's looking for. A piece of me was like, go ahead and let her release the sex tape so she could spend 2 to 5 years in jail. I won't be arguing with her because it's very clear if she had a tape and if she was dumb enough to release it, she would have released it by now. She's just talking, and what she wants is your attention. I just wish she wouldn't have gave it to her.
And I do agree with you at one point. Like, all right, Queen, keep your crown on. But it's the fact that she constantly comes for Mel. If it was one incident, I'm like, Mel, ignore her ass. She's slow. You don't need to go there. But it's constantly coming from Mel. Has to block her.
Everyone has
Instagram. Exactly. Everyone has. And I think this was Mel's breaking point. Mel said, listen, you may think because I don't answer you, don't get it twisted. I will whoop your ass. And I said, finally, like, where's the gif with the applause? Because as a human being, there's only so much that you can take. I'm surprised it took her this long to go off.
Let that woman sit in that house and be miserable, because trust me, her life is payment enough. It ain't an ass whooping that you could give her that is worse than the life she's living.
Listen, let that woman babysit your kids while you're on the off week. Let that happen. Right. All right.
Cabo or Jamaica, wherever you at,
looking cute on the internet, and you
don't do nothing to my kids, because see, all them kids old enough where they could tell.
Oh no, Mel already said she keeps her kids prayed up for demons like you. Mel says, I know you've been babysitting my kids. I got them covered under the blood of Jesus while I'm in Cabo, showing off my amazing body. Because Ariane, I don't know what kind of crack Ariane was smoking, talking about Mela's bad body. That's a woman that has 4 kids, and she looking snatched to the God.
That she got. It's some people
don't do it.
Have one baby and look like Mel. So
I'm still trying to get these 15 pounds off. Girl, please stop lying. Please.
My son's
stop lying.
And I'm still trying to lose that baby weight.
I'm 17 years old, still trying to use the baby fat. Ariane, go sit down somewhere and go babysit Martell's kids, guzzle the cum, and leave Melody alone, because that woman really isn't checking for you like that.
Yeah, go be a dummy by yourself.
Child.
Up next, speaking of Love and Marriage Huntsville, we got Maurice on the line talking about he needs sex. So Kimmy is a super wife because she rolls over and suffers through it. Because we all know Kimmy has cancer.
I gagged listening to that live. I gagged.
I only gagged because he was telling the truth. It's a way he could have said that could have been, one, he could have not answered the question, because that's nobody's business what y'all doing in the bedroom. 1. 2, it's a way he could have said that to be much more sensitive, but he said it like, my wife is my hole, so my penis has to go in that hole. And I don't care what sickness she has. If she doesn't want me to go put this penis in another hole, she better roll over. And that's what made it thick for me.
It was cringeworthy, but to hear like Carlos
Because
King
they was
and
laughing at
they
it.
were laughing at it, and I was like, "This is so cruel. This is so bottom base, bottom rung, bottom level. You don't care about this woman enough because when thankfully I've never had cancer, I've never gone through the chemo process, but your libido decreases, and with that decreasing libido, you're not getting lubricated. I can't imagine as a woman you're getting lubricated, so it's really like a struggle to have sex. I can imagine a tear falling out the sides of her
He used the
eyes.
word suffer.
Suffer, yeah, roll over and suffer through it. You don't love her enough where you can jack off for a while. Give this woman a break. Give this woman time to heal. But what's more disgusting about this whole life is that Kimmy was on some other show defending what
Fuck.
Maurice was saying. I said, Lord have mercy. I said, girl, if you want to be this man's maid and come dumpster, girl, if you like it, I'm not going to say I love it. But Kimmy, I just thought you were a little bit more put together than that. But girl, I mean, it's your life. I mean, I guess you're married. You got the prize, or so you think.
She got the prize she wanted, and it looked like a prize to me. But look, when I first heard this, I was disgusted. I was like, he's very insensitive. But a part of me was like, Kimmy knew the man she married.
They dated for what, 7, 8 years before they got married. She knew she was marrying a pig.
Hey, Kamisha. I did not get your message, but I'll look. I'm gonna go back and look. But yes, Kimmy knows Maurice, good, bad, ugly. She knows what he expects from her sexually, and she signed up for it. And she willingly rolled over to suffer. So,
Through cancer? Through chemotherapy? Girl, I ain't got no hair. Get the fuck out of my face and go jerk off in the bathroom. Are you kidding me? But child, that's just me. That's just, that's
went
just
to
me.
the sex store and got him one of those fake vaginas to play with.
Let
Or
me jerk you off real quick and let you
get some
get some
permission
rest.
to go somewhere. Go
But
ahead and find you another hole. I don't
I
care.
think the thing for me is like it's not connecting with Kimmy that a man who doesn't give you that space to heal doesn't truly love you. You are a possession to him. You're a
Right.
possession. And the fact that Kimmy hasn't connected this or she's being willfully obtuse about it, like she doesn't know he ain't shit, that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me.
Well, it's plenty of what, and Kimmy is my favorite. I do love Kimmy.
She is my favorite. Absolutely.
But it's
Absolutely.
sad to see someone defend that kind of logic. Like, oh, I'm the wife. No, you don't. That man can go without sex for a little while. Well, let's say hypothetically you had to have a baby and you can't, you got to heal for 6 weeks.
You got 6 weeks, so
What
I'm
you gonna
supposed to
do
be
for
letting
6
him
weeks?
pop stitches open
Right,
during the 6 weeks.
right.
Yeah, them Scott brothers ain't shit. I'm
They sure
sorry,
I don't
ain't
like them. I sure don't.
not a one, not a one, not a one. Their parents did a splendid job.
But
Sarcasm.
we have to remember Maurice is the one who admitted to having sex with 6 women in one night.
And
And Kimmy didn't find
even on his live, he said that he hadn't had sex for 6 months. And Carla was like, "Oh, Marie, 6 months? Why is that?" He said, "Because I thought I had AIDS." He had an AIDS scare. I said, "Child, if you have an AIDS scare, it means you're sleeping with an exorbitant amount of women without protection. That's where that AIDS scare comes from." I said, "All right, Kimmy, if you like it, I love it. But all right, girl."
I'm
And
not busting it open for nobody.
but at the end of the day, I know Kimmy has that mindset like, oh, I need to do this to my husband so he doesn't have to give it to anyone else. At the end of the day, if he's going to cheat, he's going to cheat. And Maurice strikes me as a man, if he wants to cheat, he most certainly will cheat. He's never going to think, oh my God, this woman rolled over for me, I had to suffer through sex while I'm going through chemo. He will cheat on you regardless, sis. You're just going to have to wait to see.
Look, I believe everything. Who said it? Ariane. I believe everything she said
Oh
about that.
hell yeah! The
Atlanta.
big burly back woman that went, yes, oh yes. The linebackers, yes, yes. I believe everything
I
Ariane
believe
said.
everything. So he
Everything.
named past Maurice. But let's get off of him. Let's give a congratulations to the brats and Judy, or is it Jessica? I don't know. What's the lady name?
No,
But
I really don't
congrats
know the
on the
name,
baby
but
boy.
congrats.
I believe they named the baby. I saw the name somewhere. True Legend.
I was gonna say, was it okay? It's a name consistent with celebrities doing the most. Okay,
Yeah,
True Legend. Okay.
True Legend.
Well,
Cute.
that's
I can't
good.
see the baby's picture, but cute. Congratulations to the brat. That's a
Oh,
lot to be 48 popping out a baby.
I know, and I know I didn't see Sabrat as being the one to carry it. I saw as her girlfriend to be the one to carry it. It's kind of weird that dynamic, but I know Debrat, has been wanting that family
They
structure, so I'm
explained
happy for
why
her.
Brat carried, but I think she tried to carry and it didn't work. They explained
Oh,
why the brat
oh,
carried, but they also said this lady got kids and grandkids. But
what?
let me say
Debrat's
about this.
wife? Oh
Yes.
Lord,
So
she
I
got
think
enough
she was
going
trying to
on.
say like I've already experienced the miracle of
Childbirth.
pregnancy. I wanted the brat
Yeah,
experience, but I believe she did try to carry and it didn't work. So I think
I
they let the brat
see.
try. So
Oh,
either way, the baby is healthy in here. So congratulations. Hey,
oh,
Lulu.
Mazel tov, ladies. Mazel tov.
What's that? Oh, let's get into Kiki.
Oh!
Now, whose side are you on? Was it the dress or was it Usher? What pick would you have?
It was definitely Usher. I was talking to my homeboy. My homeboy was like, if it was Seal that was giving her a serenade, we wouldn't have one problem. He said Seal. I said, Jermaine, no, we're not doing this. Not today. Child, first of all, the dress wasn't bad. The dress wasn't bad. Sierra's dress was more risque, and her husband was looking at her like, "Ooh, that's mine. Ooh, that's coming home with me. This is my queen. What the hell was your problem? Hmm? Her dress was not even that serious. It's the fact you got fine ass, pretty ass Usher serenading Kiki, and Kiki didn't seem like she did not enjoy it because she was all into the serenade.
Look, it don't
Whose
matter.
side are you on? Who you got?
Boyfriend, husband, partner. I don't care what your title is. If Usher come up and sing on you, that's how your woman gonna react.
Girl,
Period.
I mean, if she has blood running through her veins, if she has a heart beating,
Right.
it's Usher. It's Usher.
Look, I was at the concert and I was begging for Usher to walk up them balcony stairs. Now my seat was in the balcony, so he ain't come up there. But if he would have,
Sis, I really want to catch that residency. I'm not asking you for prices, but the tickets, because the prices I saw were ridiculous. Like, I got a mortgage to pay.
how much are you willing to spend?
Damn. Okay, is $200 realistic
You
for a
can't go.
ticket?
You're not gonna get in the building for $200. I
I
will
got.
say this.
Let
Uh,
me mind my broke business, child. Not here too.
no,
Let
the
me mind my
cheapest
broke
seats I
business.
saw were three something, and they were in the balcony. Me and my sister have front row balcony seats, and they were
Yeah.
400. So, and then
Okay.
anything outside, and those, if you sit anywhere on the floor, you looking at 500 and up.
Right.
The
Right.
tickets are expensive, but they are worth it. That show was so good. It's
Oh.
amazing. His microphone was on. He was singing. He was dancing. Usher gave you a.
And he seems like when you see the bits, he seems like he gives you a show. Like it's
It's
fun.
a show.
He's singing, he's serenading, he's breaking up couples. Like he's giving you something to see.
Look, at my show, Patty LaBelle was there, but I thought he was gonna run up and sing to Patty. He didn't sing to
He
Patty.
didn't sing to Miss Patty.
Aisha Curry and Steph Curry was there, and he didn't sing
Oh,
to Aisha. And
damn.
who else did he say was there? Sweetie Pies, the mama from
The
Sweetie Pies.
mama, the mama, the mama. Yeah, the mama.
Usher came up in that audience, and it was a lady that he did like Kiki, got in the face and sang. The whole time, the boyfriend or the husband was recording. And Usher was like, I warmed her up for you. Do you know the couple sitting right next to them, that husband pushed his girlfriend or wife in Usher's face, was like, do her next. Like people was it was men begging Usher to
And
sing.
that's a secure man. Listen, sing to her, get her all riled up, child, so I can wear her ass out tonight. That's what a secure man does. An insecure man uses traditionalism and the patriarchy to try to shame Kiki for enjoying a nice serenade from Usher. You see the difference? You see the difference? Security, insecurity. There's a
And
difference.
this man needs to know Keke Palmer has been in our face as an A-list celebrity since she was what,
Ben, Akila
7,
and the
8 years
Bee,
old?
Akila and the
Right.
Bee, girl.
This lady is top tier celebrity in the black community.
And I think he underestimated that when him
Yeah,
going on Twitter and with all this nonsense, he didn't think we were gonna go up for Kiki. Like we went up for her so bad he had to deactivate for a day and
right.
regroup and gather himself and his senses.
But
Feel
Kiki
me?
needs to give him some quick media training, something like, look, I'm a celebrity. All of this shit is not real. You know, what you gonna do when she got a sex scene in the movie?
Right. And you know who you married. You married a celebrity. Celebrities are known to dress risque. Like there's an
Right.
appeal there. Like you didn't know
He
who you were
not coming
dealing
in
with.
there in no moo.
But did you see the tweets? Like, Twitter went investigation mode. Her baby father's a whole KKK grand wizard, a whole racist out here. I'm like, Kiki, you didn't know this about this man? Like, the tweets are ugly. So, Kiki, I'm not sure you need to continue on this relation. I'm not telling you what to do, girl, because that is your baby daddy. But they pulled up old text from old boy. Old boy is a Mexican racist.
Mm.
I thought
Well,
that was an oxymoron, but obviously it is not.
sometimes that's why you need to leave Twitter alone and just shut up. 'Cause as
Ooh.
soon as you give Black Twitter a
Oh,
reason, they
investigators.
they going in.
Investigators.
But the funniest thing I found was this next tweet is he had a video of her with her ass in the camera and he posted that. Hey
Right.
Charles.
When she was jiggling, hey Charles, I miss you too, boo. Drinks to you. But when she was jiggling and putting in all that work, like you found it funny then. You found it funny then. But she can't catch a quick nasty piece of serenade from Usher. Man, get your confidence up. All this boils down to is in his insecurities. She wasn't inappropriately dressed. It wasn't too risque. She wasn't grinding on a guy or bending over on Usher. Like you were doing way too much. Calm down and mind your assistant business. Because the people are saying you're her assistant, but that's what the people are saying.
Well, let's get into Real Housewives of Atlanta real quick. If you saw the mid-season super trailer, Sanya is pregnant. Finally. Do you think this is going to get her a contract next season, or is she still on the pink slip list like I want her to be on?
We've she should be on the pink slip list. She doesn't give more than sucking Marlo's ass crack. That's all she does on the show. She doesn't give. Honestly, I don't care about her being pregnant, but she doesn't give. She's not robust enough of a character to get the contract renewed. That's number one. Number two, Eva Marcel. I feel like the entire time she's been on Raw, she's been pregnant. Pregnant women really just don't give because we're afraid to go at pregnant women. So they're not part of the fray. It to me, that pregnant woman dynamic just doesn't work. With Portia, was Portia pregnant in the show?
Yes.
With Portia, she was different. She's an OG. She already put in her time. So by the time she was pregnant and she was going through the motions with everything, we already love Portia. But Sanya, you're not a strong character and you're pregnant, so people are going to be afraid to really come at your neck. Girl, go sit down and have your baby because I know I don't want to see you next season.
Look, we done seen people have a baby in every form and fashion on this show. We done seen natural, C-sections. We done
Mm-hmm.
seen in vitro. We done seen surrogates. Girl, we
Mm-hmm.
don't want to see you have no baby. I don't care.
No, no. It's not enough of her having a baby is not enough of a
All she
storyline.
gonna give us is a overpriced baby shower.
Right, right, right. No, thank you. We don't want it. It's Sonya. It's still giving boring. Still giving boring.
Boring. So Pink Slip still be waiting on Sanya next season. We don't care nothing about this baby. We can see how cute the baby is on Instagram.
Child, this is throw it on Instagram, child. But yeah, we're not gonna make a storyline out of the baby because honestly, we don't care. That's what the streets are saying.
I think I forgot to put this picture in. Let's talk about this real quick. I ain't got the picture, but if y'all was all over Instagram, y'all saw it. Let me see if I could pull it up on my Instagram real quick. But did you hear the story of Latasha Scott has a restraining order on her. No, Tamika has a restraining order on Latasha.
Why is she
Mhm.
threatening her sis? Oh my God, this is ugly. This is not befitting ladies at all. Ladies.
The word on the Twitter curb is the restraining order, and you have to listen to Candy speak on it. She explains it on Speak On It. I just listened to a quick little 5-minute clip. I ain't listened to the whole video. But she
Mm-hmm.
threats that Rocky throws at her seriously. Like, you ain't gonna threaten me with all this stuff and think, oh, that's just my brother-in-law. He just talking. And then she also said people come at her husband sideways, like, your husband, this big dude, he could whoop Rocky's ass. Why he ain't whoop Rocky's ass? And she was like, the restraining order is for that purpose because my husband has a lot to lose. And I
Right,
don't want him
right.
out here just fighting her or fighting him in my honor. Like, I want them to leave us alone. So there's a restraining order against Latasha. And so that means she will not be picking up any coins with Escape because of the restraint. She has to be away.
But Latasha wasn't messing with Escape anyway. Like she
But her
did she
album ain't sell. She got a. They said she sold 600 copies, and
I was
that's
gonna say the album went wood anyway. So girl. Girl, you playing on the wrong team, girl. Like you riding with the wrong team, Miss Latasha. Latasha needs to worry about her husband and who he's running around with. Because
oh,
word on the street is her husband running around with some pretty young thing all up and down the streets of Vegas. But child, listen, you didn't hear from me.
he ain't gotta hear from nobody. He go the picture right here. You gonna
Child.
believe my eyes, not the streets. There go her husband right there with somebody that looks nothing like
Nothing
Latasha.
like her. Nothing like her. So maybe the rumors are true. Maybe they do have an open marriage. Because she
That's
hasn't
what
said
she.
anything.
But then she came back and said it's not an open marriage; it's open communication. So I'm sure Rocky communicated that he was going to Vegas with this young lady before he got on the plane.
Uh, girl, is marriage really that serious that you will put up with these demeaning antics? Like,
Especially
no,
when you're the
this
breadwinner.
is true question. Like true question. You're the breadwinner. Like you have a voice on. You have this amazing talent. You have escape. If you get your attitude together, you would have. Is being married to this man really worth it? Because looking at the vanity portion of things, nigga, you ain't cute enough to be going through this. Like, please. All right,
There go another picture. They say
child.
this is a totally different young lady.
Then the
That
last one we saw. Oh, so you just out here hoeing, child.
well, that's from Funky Dineva page. If you want to go look at Funky Dineva, he got
and,
all the receipts.
and I
On
will
the
be
page.
tiptoeing over the Funky Dineva's page.
I do think the sisters own the name of Escape because if my memory is correct, Candy signed off. Remember when Candy quit the group and
Hmm.
she signed off and they started going by Escape 3? And that's why Latasha is mad because she was like,
Uh,
well, why y'all not using Escape 3 now? Y'all still using Escape. I don't know the legalities of the name, but I do know that the sisters own the name. But one of the sisters is still touring, so I guess they can still use it.
and let me just address Andrew because Andrew said in the comments that Latasha thought her album would flourish. And the vital mistake that Latasha made, she was a freaking villain. She was completely unlikable. And you have to understand, this reality TV, it's a delicate game. If you want to create a platform and if you want to achieve a level of success, at the end of the day, people have to like you. People want to be able to fuck with you. And Latasha was just she was just unlikable. You
And
couldn't
she
get
was
behind
doing
Natasha.
gospel.
And you're doing a gospel album and you've been so hateful. You stole from your sister. You showed no
Man,
remorse. You and your husband are giving like let me not disrespect Miss Tina, but yeah, no, 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 no. You can't expect to be successful, especially in the gospel realm, when you're showing everything that is anti-Christian.
agreed. You didn't show any piece of compassion, understanding, apologetic.
The woman said I was pregnant and she stole the money from me. And their mom was like, well, maybe she needed the money. She's like, I was pregnant. Like I needed the money. Like none of this touched Natasha's heart. Like,
Because she was
girl.
she was trying to still keep stealing, but you know the God to sit you down. The same way he'll pull you up, he will sit you right back down.
Humble that ass, humble that boonza quickly.
Up next,
Woo!
Mama Tina's house was burglarized a few days ago, and they stole $1 million in cash and jewelry. Mama Tina, I know some old school people like to put their money under the mattress, but you got too much. Why wasn't that sitting in the bank?
Oh my
You need
gosh.
that much petty cash that you need.
That
And it's
was,
not like an inside job to me.
but you know, my question is, how do you get close enough to get into Mama Tina's house? That
Inside
should
job,
be, oh, because I was gonna say that should be
allegedly.
barricaded. It must be an inside job because how can you even, how would you know where she lives? How can you get past the security system? I'm pretty sure that bitch is high up on a hill. How did you drive that high on the hill?
How do you even know where the
Oh,
safe is and how much money in the safe to steal the safe? Because
which mattress did you look under? Because it would have taken me about a day and a half up in that bitch to find that money.
they said it was in a safe. They stole the safe, and the safe had $1 million worth of cash and jewelry. So it's definitely an inside job.
Wow.
Someone who knows where she keeps her valuables, and someone who has the clearance to go in there and get it. Because I know Mama Tina house just ain't on the block with everybody else's.
Right, child, no. Child, no.
But I'm sorry to hear that, and you can't
Oh,
trust
but sending
nobody.
you love. You really can't trust anyone because you
You
don't
can't trust-
know. You don't
Mm-mm.
know. Oh, Mama Tina, wishing you love.
Did you hear about the real life house party? There were 23 people under the age of 20 arrested for trespassing and throwing a house party at a stranger's house. I said, now don't that sound just like the house party movie?
Listen, we just been through this. Like this happens in real life. I did not hear about this, but it's glad to see that fiction is reality at times.
That's a fool. Like, I guess they're not letting the people rent the Airbnbs and tell up their Airbnbs. So they said, oh, we just gonna go break in somebody's
We'll
house
just
and
do
have a
this.
party.
We'll just do this.
Why
We'll
y'all
just do
can't have a
this.
block party? Just block off the street and throw your party,
Oh
or
my
go to the club and
God.
throw your party.
This is a new generation, child. Mm-mm, it's so entitled.
Seriously?
So entitled.
I mean, the club is free. I mean,
Well, if you get there a
$15
certain time,
a night in the
Mazel tov.
club. Oh well. Bless the young people. They ain't gonna never get it together. Now, who is this?
Is that sweetie?
No,
Lotto, Lotto.
no.
Oh yeah, I can't guess. You got me.
Girl, that's Amber Rose. I did not recognize her with the wig on. I mean, she looked good, but I just did not recognize her with the
I mean,
wig.
the curves are given. The curves are given, but I would not. She's another one. Like you don't need hair, sis. I mean, she's bad. She's a baddie, but she's more recognizable without hair.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her because I was like, who is this white lady? But you know,
Hmm.
I don't want her to come at me like Jocelyn. I don't, you know.
I'm still mad they didn't show the fight. Y'all show every other fight, huh? Zeus,
BET, get it together.
BT. I know y'all not trying to act grand and brand new. I really wanted to see Amber Rose go upside Husteline's head.
I feel like Tyler Perry about to throw BET into the dirt. I don't want to see no more Medea. I already quit watching that Sisters because we still on. Y'all ain't progressed a month, a
Is
week.
Karen even showing? Is Karen even showing at this
I
point?
haven't watched
Or is
Sisters in
she
2
still
years.
2 weeks pregnant? Years
That's what I'm
later.
saying. His storylines never progress. Y'all about to let Tyler Perry let this historic black
Oh
television
my God.
in the ground.
I'm not sure how this is gonna work out with BET because Tyler Perry wants to do everything by himself. He wants to write, he wants to produce, instead of hiring talent that would really give you robust programming, robust storylines. Because I tell you, I haven't watched Sisters in maybe a year. I'll get on the TV and where I left off from, it will be the same
You can
exact
easily pick it
place,
back up.
watching it,
They on
watching it.
7 seasons and they probably even had one Christmas celebration yet.
Karen still ain't showing.
I be
Do we know who the father is? Is Zach the father, or we still is that still up? You see, I can't with Tyler. I
I
can't.
haven't watched Sisters in so long, and I just can't. I can't get into that Eva show with the men at the strip club. I just can't get into it.
I've been waiting to watch that. Is that a Tyler Perry production as well?
It is.
All right, I'll
They
pass.
say it's good. They say it's good.
The bits and pieces I see of Eva acting, she's acting her little ass off. So I do see that's good, but if it's a Tyler Perry production, he's writing, he's producing, it's soap opera-ish, child, I think.
I'm gonna give you a chance with BET, but
Oh, Tyler. So it's official. He purchased it. Is it official? Because there were a couple of
the
things.
last I saw it was official. They said
Oh,
he won,
nice.
I guess, the bid or whatever. They took his price.
All right, Tyler. All right.
But congratulations, that's major. And I'm
Black
hoping
excellence.
you do right with it, but I just don't have a good feeling. You
Black
want to talk
excellence.
about a little bit of fashion before we jump?
Yes.
Let's get into this all white party that the billionaire, I believe his name
Michael
is
Rubin. Michael
Michael
Rubin's all white
Rubin.
affair.
I want to be invited. What I got to do to get on the list? I got a
I
white
want.
outfit.
I got a nice dress from Zara's. A nice white dress from Zara's. What's
Everybody
up?
on
What's
the
up?
A list of Black Hollywood was there. Everybody. I was like, damn, all these people was there. But okay, of course, the king and queen of Black Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. I want Beyonce's sunglasses, but I'm tooting both of these looks. But I
Mm.
really want the sunglasses.
I'm tooting all the way. You know I love me some B and J, tooting all the way. Nice white, but it's understated but still classy and still giving rich. Understated but still giving rich. Nailed it.
I looked up these sunglasses on Fashion Bomb Daily. Those are $3,500
Oh
sunglasses.
Lord, Lord have mercy. That $3,500 is my Usher residency trip right there. Beyonce,
Okay,
I see what you do for others, Beyonce. Send me go see Usher.
she
Send
just
it.
might. She just might. Next is the ladies. I don't know everybody on here. I recognize Lala, Kim, Lori Harvey wins the look for me, and the lady next to Lori, that just kind of looked like a bikini, and then the two white
It
ladies.
does, yeah.
Again, I don't know, but whose look do you like the best? I really love Lori's look.
I'm gonna agree with you and say Lori's look is the best. It's again, it's classic, it's understated, but it's still very sexy. I love the way it pinches her waist. She definitely
Mhm.
hands down looks good. The girls like you said, the girl standing next to her, I don't know if she thought she was on a beach or about to go swimming, but girl, no. But you know Lori Harvey, she usually nails it.
Lori always gets it right.
She
A
always
close
gets it
second
right.
is Kim. I like what Kim has on, but
I do like what Kim has on, but Lori definitely has her beat. Yeah.
oh yes, Lori wins this group. I just don't understand it, but okay. Uh, the true player for real was
Yes.
there. Usher looked good. He has a white suit like that he wears at the concert as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Amazing, girl. All the outfits. He looks so good at that concert. I might be on Kiki boyfriend side. Like Usher might have could have.
You ain't never lying. But Usher look good. But
Usher,
Usher's one of the type of people that he can throw anything on and look good. Like it's just him, and it's not even more so the cut of the fabric or the look of the fabric or the style. His personality is so freaking popping. Whatever he wears, it's just it illuminates. He looks good.
agreed. Up next, Tom Brady was in there, and I believe that is that Jacquees or Quavo. I didn't look alike.
I think that's Quavo.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's Quavo.
The men just have on white, nothing too special.
Yeah, none of them look like. I'm not tooting any of them. But Tom Brady, is he looking like rather gaunt and skinny? I was asking my homeboy. I was
He
like, he
does.
looks thin. He said he always looks like that. I said, no. His cheeks are especially
His
sunken
face.
in.
Yes.
Exactly. Like he looks like brother looks like he's been through some things, you know?
He
But
could just
everything
be
is
doing more
basic about this
cardio
picture.
instead of weights. Because when you're in football, he might have been doing more lifting, and now he might just
Mm,
be doing more cardio. I don't know.
cardio.
But he looked good, Tom
I
Brady. And
mean,
he
Tom
my
Brady, he's a Ken doll, but all of these looks are basic. I can't even toot. Maybe I'll toot
Brady.
Tom Brady because he has a jacket, but yeah.
I don't recognize none of the people in this picture.
Is that not Trey Songz up front? That's not Trey Songz?
No.
Oh,
That
that's
is
not.
not, that better not be Trey Songz.
Or is that that actor from a Grownish? That may be the actor from
No.
Grownish. But I don't think he
No,
has the
he's
clout to get into a
A-list
Michael
enough.
Rubin affair.
Well, I'm gonna say he ain't getting invited. But that
Yeah,
looks like one of the
yeah.
babies is there. That look like little baby. Yeah.
That does look like Lil Baby.
I
The
want to be
rest, I
on
don't
the
know.
list. How can I get on the list? That party looked fun. Oh, and Kelly Rowland shut it
Oh,
down. Kelly
oh,
Rowland
oh.
looks good.
Listen, she's a black Barbie doll to me. Like an outfit on point. I love the top. It is different, but still classic.
I love
Girl.
very classy but very sexy, and
Yes.
Kelly
And
owns the bob. The bob is hers.
I was gonna say, like, is that a wig? Because I really want it. It is so dope. Like, it is beautiful. Her hair is perfect. Perfection all around. Tens.
Kevin Hart and his wife were there. I mean, they look alright.
I mean, they look
You
basic. It's
know,
nothing world shattering. Like her dress looks like I could have ripped it off at Rainbows. You know, like it's
mhm.
basic. They don't look bad, but it's given very prime and basic. Like you
Yeah,
didn't feel like dressing up. Like you didn't call the stylist to give you something make you pop in a white. You know, you should have
true.
called Lori Hill every stylist.
And then here go J Lo in my favorite dress. I love a good cutout moment. I know you hate it.
Girl, not a fan. I don't like the cutout.
Okay,
Sheets already know, girl. You don't do cutouts.
I got a couple fashions from Paris Fashion Week. We got
Oh,
Cardi and Lotto. I feel like I've seen Cardi in this before, but she looks good. Lotto looks like she's going to Coachella, like she's a fairy. It's cute, but
yeah. Lotto is giving butterfly. I don't like it. Cardi B, again, I've seen her in that, but her curves is really giving exactly what they're supposed to give. She looks amazing. The hair, I would make the hair a little bit longer though, or put it
I
in a
think
bun. I don't
Cardi
like that haircut.
she
Hmm?
has on that some kind of scalp thing. Like that's not
Oh, okay, got it. It's not her hair. Got it. It's like
she
a
has on
bonnet or
a
something.
hairpiece. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, like a bonnet. Yeah. And then we have old girl from Game of Thrones and Tracy Ellis Ross. Now I love what Tracy has on. That's something I would personally put in my closet, though I know it costs way too much money. And old girl from Game of Thrones, it just makes her look old.
Yeah, yeah, she looks like she's from whatever time period Game of Thrones is set in. So yeah, I don't like it. Tracy Ellis Ross, avant-garde, baby, love it, and it fits her personality because Tracy Ellis Ross has a different style about herself, and this outfit showcased her avant-garde, the avant-garde approach she takes to fashion.
I agree. I love it. I want that.
Yeah,
Give me the Shein version of that.
then the Shein, that's about all I could afford trying to
Like
save
the
up for the Usher
$5,000 version.
presidency.
Girl, go ahead and get you them Usher tickets.
I
Put it on
know. I gotta make
Apple.
the sacrifice. Oh my God. I gotta make the sacrifice.
You know they
I
gonna
swear I
have
gotta
to
go
make
see
the
him.
Ticketmaster. Go ahead and get the tickets and pay a couple $100 every 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Right, right, child. I'm gonna have to go see Ursher, baby. It's Ursher.
It's worth it. I'm gonna do a story time tomorrow about my trip to Vegas.
That would be great. Definitely do that.
It's
I'll
worth
be here for it. Yeah, I'll be
it's
here for it.
worth it. It is worth the price. You will enjoy the show. Get some balcony tickets. Again, there's not a bad seat in the place. No
Oh,
matter
that's
where
good.
you
So
sit,
it's is it condensed or
it's intimate. It's big, but it's intimate. Like,
nice, nice. So I can get a good view of Usher. Usher
yes,
baby.
no matter
Okay.
where you sit, you will have a good view.
You're good.
Yes.
Gotta
Yes.
make it happen, Beans. Gotta make it happen, Miss Beans.
All right. Well, y'all, thank you for joining us. We are doing good on time. You still have 2 minutes before Atlanta comes on, so we did not hold
Uh,
you. So I'm going to wait so I can fast forward. You know, I got to wait 15, 20 minutes so my fast forward button could be on lock.
right. And if you guys are watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, please follow me on Twitter and live tweet about it. I'm at Beans for Reezy. That is my handles. Beans,
Please
like the
follow on
beans.
Twitter. We
Number
have more
four,
time on
Reezy.
Twitter, tweet about all the shows. Please follow Beans and follow my
Yes, live tweet. We love it. We love it.
subscribe to both channels, like the video. Um, I don't know if we're going to be consistent because I do have a couple of out of town trips in July. But when we hear some good hot topics, we're going to get together and see. And we will advertise when Kitchen Table Talk will be airing.
Absolutely. That's why y'all need to follow us on Twitter so you can see exactly when that will
Right.
be.
Follow us on Twitter. And thank y'all for coming back because
Thank you,
we just
guys.
advertised today and everybody came back, caught the show. We appreciate the love that you
Andrew
all get.
Dabu,
So,
Charles, thank you so
yes,
much, guys. Thank you.
everyone. We appreciate
Kamisha, thank
it.
you.
We appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Enjoy
Happy
the Sunday night show.
Sunday.
Bye. Have a good
Peace.
work week. Bye.
So much fun.
I keep forgetting tomorrow we got to go right back to work.